What about from the buyer's standpoint? What are buyers looking for? What's the hot buttons that, I know the curb appeal is the biggie.
Right now, buyers are leaning more towards bigger lots, open kitchen areas, and of course, a fair price. But they want to see a house that's not so cluttered. They immediately think that the house is smaller if there's a lot of furniture. So I always advise the sellers to remove any excess furniture. Just live with the minimal that you can live with at the time.
What are your thoughts then about staging?
Staging is good if it's a vacant property. If you're living in the property, keep it staged as much as possible. I always tell everybody to remove their photos, remove any excess furniture, TVs, kitchen. Make sure the kitchen's always clean. There's nothing worse than a female buyer walking into a dirty kitchen.
Sure.
That's red flag number one. So
what are you going to find everywhere else if the kitchen's dirty?
Well, yeah, exactly.
and I don't know about your experience. I know in my household, I look at the dollars and cents from there. I don't get much of a vote. My wife has all the votes.
So that's how it should be.
Right, exactly. Something that's worked for 28 years, so what the heck? But the bottom line is like you're saying, you have to make sure that mom's happy.
Right. It's bottom line is if mom's happy, wife's happy, then everything's a go.
Right.
You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio.
This is Kcaa Loma Linda, the station that leaves no listener behind. CNBC News is next, a courtesy of buysellmakeoffer.com, where you can post a video about items you have for sale. Sign up now. It's free. Kcaa, where every day is a great day. Kcaa.
CNBC Radio. Stocks surging higher today as hopes rise that a bailout deal for Greece may be close at hand. The Dow soaring 211 points higher, the Nasdaq up 75. That's after officials in Greece promised creditors they'd implement some deep spending cuts, tax hikes, even cuts to pension payouts in order to secure billions more in emergency funding. Federal Reserve Chair Janet Yellen told an audience in Cleveland she expects to begin hiking interest rates sometime this year. But right now, low inflation and challenges in the U.S. labor market are holding the U.S. economy back. The head of the Federal Office of Personnel Management has resigned. This comes a day after the agency admitted hackers stole Social Security numbers and other sensitive information on more than 21 million employees and their family members. And General Motors, a big recall, nearly 800,000 SUVs to fix tailgates that can suddenly close. I'm Tom Busby, CNBC.
Have you had trouble with online dating? This is eHarmony founder Dr. Neil Clark Warren. We've created a new solution, EH Plus. EH Plus combines the personal attention of a matchmaker with eHarmony's extensive pool of great singles. EH Plus gives you hand-selected matches and freedom from being online. Get started today. Call 855-930-LOVE. That's 855-930-LOVE.
If you can't see the difference, why pay the difference? Switch to Dish and see what real value is. Call 877-319-6988. You can also save a bundle when you combine DishNet high-speed internet with your TV service. Call 877-319-6988. Programming starting as little as $29.99, plus access to thousands of movies and TV shows. Stream to your TV, smartphone, or tablet. Call 877-319-6988. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get Dish today.
CNBC Business News is an exclusive presentation of KCAA Radio and buysellmakeoffer.com, where you can sell as much as you want for the next 60 days without paying any fees whatsoever. Buysellmakeoffer.com is the new, exciting way to sell your stuff online by posting videos of everything you want to sell. Sell your car, furniture, video games, household items, clothes, even your home at buysellmakeoffer.com. This is your official invitation to sell your stuff right now. The service is free for the next 60 days, and once you see how easy it is, you'll want to sign up for more. And since there are no item fees, it's much cheaper than eBay, and it's also more secure than Craigslist. And as another bonus, you might even win a Samsung tablet, Amazon gift cards, and other cool prizes. BuySellMakeOffer.com's video posting experience is the future of online selling. You can even Skype to talk to your buyer or seller. So get started now, because BuySellMakeOffer.com is free for the next 60 days. Set up your video showcase right now at buysellmakeoffer.com. It's the future of online buying and selling. Is your radio station dull and boring like most corporate-owned stations on the dial? Then it's time to tune to KCAA 1050 AM. It will blow your mind and maybe expand it too. KCAA is your independently owned go-to station in the Inland Empire. It's a veritable cornucopia of crazy, an assemblage of awesome and cool, and it's a little weird too. KCAA pumps out more local and national radio each week than most major networks while offering CNBC business news headlines during the week and NBC sports news on weekends. KCAA is unique, interesting, quirky, and sometimes outlandishly crazy, which adds up to a high volume of awesome. And for you audiophiles, KCAA delivers FM sound quality to our transmitter, which is why KCAA is the best-sounding AM station on the dial. So make your day with KCAA and find us online at kcaaradio.com. KCAA, the station that leaves no listener behind. It's 2 o'clock Pacific and 5 p.m. on the East Coast. Live from his crib in Soho, New York City, it's the Poorman.
And good afternoon, everybody. I am right now with the building maintenance man here in New York City, Lewis. Lewis, your first time on radio here on
Yeah, that's right, yes.
And why are you in my apartment today? Tell everybody what happened here.
Oh my God, that was the one of the shelf fell off. And the good thing that wasn't nearby the couch.
Right. Mark Westwood is in the studio today. He's the die for the day.
Hello.
There's a shelf that's been in here that had all the books on it and an antique mug that I stole from Oktoberfest when I was 20 years old and a bunch of other stuff. And out of nowhere, I've been here 3.5 years. The thing just crashed down last night, Mark, at like 10 at night. Glass everywhere. And I was talking to Pat Matthews, our announcer, and all of a sudden I heard this big and it was pretty gnarly. Big holes in the wall for more mice to get through and everything, right?
Right, yeah. Well, good thing that we fixed it already.
Lewis, what's the most disgusting thing you've seen in this building? This is a, 150-year-old building?
Oh, yeah, close to 150 years old.
What's the most disgusting thing you've seen?
Well, I mean, just rats, that's about it.
How about, have you ever, cleaned out an apartment when somebody's left and you've seen, human feces and things like that? Or
well, not really. I mean, just, grease all over the kitchen cabinet and things like that, but that's about it.
Right. Nothing too gross?
Nothing too gross.
No dead bodies?
No dead bodies, thank God.
Although we do have a super here that had a cousin, right? That, you know about his cousin in jail?
Yeah. But I don't know that much, but, I heard about it.
Yeah. There was a kid that disappeared that was on the side of milk
that was
cartons.
Right.
Yeah, and apparently our super's cousin may have been the guy, right? You don't mind talking about that because it's not your cousin. Okay, anything you want to, you got to go do another apartment now.
I got to do, the apartment downstairs. So, okay.
What do you think about me?
Oh, you're a great guy. Yeah, I mean, I like you. I mean, yeah.
It's a lot better than the people that listen. A lot of them don't like me.
That's it. All right, man. Nice talking to you.
All right, okay. All right. That's Lewis, folks.
Yeah, hi, everybody. Okay, have a nice evening.
Yeah, there he goes.
All right, thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay, we got Huntington Henry here with the Beach Report, and then I have a special announcement that I have to make, and actually, it's a very serious situation. So, hit it with the Beach Report music.
Surf's up, and it's time for the Surf City Beach Report with Huntington Henry.
Thank you, Pat Matthews. Hey, Poorman, you got to get down here. The beach weather's starting to look good again. We have sunny skies at the beaches. Air temperatures low to brief mid-70s. The wind is onshore up a little bit in the afternoon, about 12 miles an hour in most areas. Morning hour, low temperatures dropping into the mid-60s with calm to slightly onshore wind. Some overcast skies, but basically sunny past 10 a.m. So get down here early. Weather looking good all the way through Sunday. The surf is also coming in from a south-southwest swell direction. Ventura County line, 3 to 6 feet up that way, fair to good. Woo. And you can tell them Henry set you up there. There's a place called Zeros. It's one of the best spots down the coast I could find. Zuma Beach 2 to 6, mostly poor due to the onshore wind chop. Malibu 2 to 5, and Topanga 2 to 5. Water, North LA County area is low 60s, a little chilly. Venice 2 to 6 feet. Sport Affair there. Water warms up mid-60s. And the South Bay 2 to 3, occasional 4, El Porto, but poor here tonight at the beach, as well as Newport and Salt Creek, 3 to 5, occasional 6. Not so good, a little choppy down here right now, mid-60s in the water. Trestles, Oceanside, into Carlsbad, even all the way down to Swamis, North San Diego County. That's your best hit, 3 to 6 feet, upper 60s in the water, and a few 70s.
Wow.
Just before. Yeah, how about that, Poorman? Get on back there. I know you're coming back in a couple of weeks. We'll do some surfing.
Couple of weeks, I'm coming back Wednesday.
Oh, it's coming quicker than you thought, huh?
Yeah, I just hope I don't get evicted from this place when I leave. That's all. Dude, it was gnarly what happened to my wall, but man, the beach sounds great, and I'm sure there's lots of talent that are laying out getting some tans too.
I suggest coming down here early because, like I was saying, it does get a little breezy past 2 p.m., so your best beach hours are going to be from like 9 a.m. all the way to about 2 p.m. But the wind does calm down a little bit before our sunset, and that's about 8:06 p.m. Hey, visit my YouTube channel, Henry Surf Showcase. I got some videos I'm uploading slowly but surely. That's,
you know what, Henry? Your YouTube channel's great. Henry's Surf Showcase. Everybody go to it. It's really cool. I mean, and he does some really great beach videos and some vintage stuff. So everybody go there, subscribe to it, show Henry some love. Henry's Surf Showcase.
And the advertisement on there is really good, so make sure you watch that all the way through. Don't skip those ads.
Okay. Oh, I want to say hi to Trevor and Leslie, who are driving in for his show that's going to be on After Mine. We're going to put Trevor on at the tail end of this show. So, Henry, I probably should let you go because once again I have to do something serious. I've screwed up now twice this week on this program. So
okay, I'll be listening.
Okay, all right. Good job, man. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Why don't we take care of our first commercial break, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to be, believe it or not, actually serious for a change, and I mean that with all sincerity because I got to talk about something that happened yesterday on the program that I am honestly not too proud of, and it's entirely my fault. And so we'll get into that when we come back from the break. And thank you.
Are you starting a business, incorporating, or forming an LLC? Do you have a business but need legal review of contracts or have other legal needs? If so, then please contact attorney Michael Brown. Michael has over 20 years' experience advising small and medium businesses to be successful and avoid costly litigation. Initial consultations are always free. Please contact us at 949-636-8128 or by visiting us at mwb-law.net. As heard on Little Steven's Underground Garage, it's the straight-ahead rock of LA's own, the 4019. Rock and roll like it was meant to be played. Well, she's no good. Get the music at the4019s.com. Spell it, the4019s.com. See them live Saturday, May 2nd, along with Billy Bob Thornton's Boxmasters at Monte de Oro Winery in Temecula. Yeah. Go to the4019s.com and have yourself one hell of a good time.
Have a good time.
When I say Wave Tools, you think surfboards, right? But not just any surfboards. We're talking boards that just work better. Since Lance Collins polished off his first surfboard in 1969, Wave Tools has been cranking out the best boards money can buy for all of SoCal and beyond. Come check out what a real surf shop is all about. Real surfers hanging out any time of day at Wave Tools Surfboards. Customize that new board with a look that screams you. Wave Tools Surfboard in Costa Mesa. Go to wavetoolssurf.com or call 949-631-0887. The crew is ready to assist you. 949-631-0887. Leather doesn't have to be expensive. Not when it comes from Lucerne Lapidary and Leather in the Lucerne Valley. Who doesn't like leather? Get leather belts, wallets, gun belts, holsters, rifle scabbards, and original design handmade saddles. But that's not all. There's jewelry, custom design, custom cutting, shaping, engraving, polishing, repair, and more. Even classes in jewelry design. Come see it for yourself in the high desert. Lucerne Lapidary and Leather. 32776 Old Woman Spring Road in the Lucerne Valley. Call 760-885-7777. That's 760-885-7777.
Hey, we're back here on the Poorman Show on a Friday. Hi, Lyle, also driving to the station. For some reason, I thought Lyle wasn't coming in with Trevor today, but I stand corrected. So, anyway, I have an apology to make here today on the show, and you know, there are times when I've done things that I don't think out too clearly before I do them. And I don't sometimes think who I may be hurting and not hurting. And really what's so hypocritical in a certain sense is when people say things about me on social media and stuff, I get hurt by it. And so it's a situation where maybe sometimes when you're on the radio, you need to think, do I really need to do this in order to have a good show at the expense of really devastating somebody personally in order to do that? And I did that yesterday. Richard Blade and I have known each other for a long time. We always haven't agreed with each other. We used to do a morning show together, but and you know, at times we've had our moments. He's a good guy. In all honesty, I haven't ever had a huge problem with him, and probably if push came to shove, even when he gets mad at me, I think secretly underneath it all, he's fine with me as well. But yesterday, I did a parody of what I thought was a parody on the radio, where basically there was an interview with, it wasn't Richard Blade, but it was me talking to me as Richard Blade with some special effects put on, you know, it was, okay, so I would ask, I'm just doing this not to be poke fun or anything, but it was basically, I would say, so how are you, Richard? And then I was going something like, I'm fine. And so, you know, where I would disguise my voice to have a terrible English accent. And then we put a sound effect on it. And so it was a conversation between me and supposedly Richard Blade. And I said, I mean, most of what I said, I guess, could have probably been all right as a parody. But then the final thing I asked, I made a comment about him and his wife. And that's where it went from parody to insanely hurtful of he and his wife's relationship. And that's where I stepped over the line. And it caused some devastation to him and his wife. And Richard talked to the station owner yesterday, Fred Lundgren, who's a great owner, and he talked to me. And I'm not saying this to save my job per se, but I really feel bad about it, about just doing it, whether the job was saved or not. And I'm not going to repeat what I said, but I just want to, Richard, if Richard happened to hear the show. So I want to apologize to you about what I said. I am not going to be doing any more attacks on you, parody or otherwise. I mean, I was immature because of stuff that, you know, went on my Facebook page that you had done, and that was that, regardless of what went on beforehand, it wasn't right for me to do what I did. And so, anyway, I honestly am truly sorry. I, you know, at the end of the day, you don't want to hurt people in their personal lives. And that's the bottom line here. And so that's the last thing I want to do is create devastation and drama. So anyway, hopefully you'll accept my apology. Hopefully you and I will talk again someday. And you know, a lot of things have happened since I worked with a lot of these guys at K-Rock, where we had what was really the golden years of radio. I mean, we were just doing some amazing stuff. And a lot of these guys are my friends or were my friends. And sometimes when you other things happen in life that cause you stress, you just react in weird ways towards people that you were close with, and you know, it's really hard to explain. And then there's social media, and I think the interesting thing about social media, which I wanted to get into, is in my own case, every day on the two blogs, the Uncensored blog and the Poorman Radio Show group, and on my own pages, there are a lot of people that attack me all the time. You know, loser, you know, your career's in the gutter, you're in the gutter, you know, your show sucks, you know, on and on and on. And it happens every day. And that's people's right in social media to say that. And so what's interesting is that we can all dish it out, but when we have to take it, that's when it's really driven home that it's hard to deal with. Like in my case, I'm just a little gnat in the entertainment business. Imagine if you were Justin Bieber. You know, people make fun of that guy all the time. He's got 50 million Twitter followers. Think of how many people give him flack on a daily basis. And I don't know the guy. I haven't ever met him. You know, people's impressions are formed as a result of what people say about him on social media. And just imagine that guy, like what I get, he probably gets it 100,000 times that much. And that's what happens to people in social media and people in the public consciousness, is they have to deal with that negativity all the time. And it's almost like, you know, I used to do radio in Australia, and the Australians are really interesting people because they admit it themselves. When somebody makes it in Australia, everybody tries to tear the person down so they won't get ahead of the next guy. And it's funny in social media, when somebody is super popular, there are people that always want to tear people down because nobody can 100% of the time have everybody love them. And so I don't really know the answer to this. And so when I dish it out, you know, a lot of people tell me, you know what's wrong with your show is you don't get angry like Howard Stern and really go for the jugular when you're getting mad at people. Like, you'll burn people, but you just sort of hold back, and maybe that's the reason your show isn't even more popular. Like, you should just get on there and blast away. And so when you're trying to do a show, you go, well, what can get me ratings? Or what can do this? What can I do right? And then you make stupid decisions like I did yesterday, where it seemed really funny, and then it ended up not being funny. And I'm glad that Richard called Fred Lundgren and talked to him, because otherwise I probably would have been, you know, thinking, ha ha ha, I did this funny parody and da 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 da, and not realize what I was doing. So what do you do? This is what I asked everybody who's listening right now. What do you do? How much can you make fun of people? How can you do hoaxes on the radio? Or can you not do hoaxes on the radio? Like, two things happened this week. Like, I've had to say I'm sorry twice this week. One was for this emergency broadcasting deal that happened. If you weren't aware of that, we've discussed it all week. I had to apologize for that, and I was actually fired live on the air, I think on Tuesday. So here it is, Friday.
But we forgive you for that. And part of this, by the way, poor man, is forgiveness too, right?
Yeah, Mark Westwood is here today. Go ahead, Mark, fill in, because you know, you're a radio guy. I'm sure you can relate with what I'm talking about.
I can, and I kind of stepped over the edge a little bit too, so I have to say I'm sorry too for things that I'm not even going to discuss, but something I said on the air, which we're not going to say. But anyway.
Well, wait, what you said wasn't hurtful to me at all.
No, it wasn't. It was just weird for some people, I guess, and offended some people. But we were just having fun. But at the same time, you know, I understand. So I'm sorry for that. But part of that, the whole thing is forgiveness. You know, you're back now. You're forgiven, and you've done your duty for apologizing. And you know, in radio, when you're on the air and you're at the split moment, at the split second, sometimes, judgment is what you think is okay is not okay for somebody else. So it does happen. I'm not making what you did any less. And, officially we're accepting your apology here at KCAA. So you've done your mea culpa, mea culpa. And, even the Pope has apologized for certain things that happened during World War II and stuff. So, part of this, though, is forgiveness. And then it's also people not being so quick to jump on everybody and just tear everybody apart. Because you're right about that. I had this picture that somebody mocked up of me.
Oh, okay. It was funny, though.
I thought it was funny.
I'm glad you thought it was. Somebody had some fat body and they put your face over it because of what you had said to me that you wanted to do.
Hey, and I don't know why they had to do that. They could have just taken my normal picture.
So somebody else put a picture of my face on a baby's body and said, "Daddy's going to pay your $12,000 in rent that you still owe."
Oh, yeah. But, Bill Clinton, Hillary, President Obama, George Bush, everybody has had things like that done to them. And, when you're in the public spotlight, you just have to get over it. And you grow a thick skin. And, hey, I feel like I made it a little bit. Somebody actually took the time to do photoshopping on me. And, that took a lot of time. So congratulations. It was a poor job, by the way. But, hey, at the same time, I got a sense of humor. I can take it. And better that they talk about me than somebody else, So.
Yeah, so somebody just texted me and said, "So does this mean you're extending the olive branch to Dr. Drew too?" No. That's that olive branch is a rose thorn. He has to extend it to me, but to Richard, absolutely. I apologize.
Very good, very good. And should we go to a commercial break now?
Yes, I know you. Okay, yes, we should.
And
what are you going to do here?
I just want to lighten it up a little bit now, and but it's a nice song. I love it, and I think Fred would love it. Little Connie Francis going into the commercial break, and I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, dear. So sorry, dear. I'm sorry I made you cry.
This is KCAA. Tired of spending too much money on an ad and then trying to find your ad in the newspaper, buried among hundreds, even thousands of other ads? Isn't it time you got a great deal when you were trying to sell that car, that dining room set, that refrigerator, or offering your handyman services? Now you can in the Nickel Shopper. For as little as $7.50 per week, your ad can be seen by thousands of eyeballs in the high desert, and they're getting the Nickel Shopper for free. Call today to place your ad in the Nickel Shopper, 760-646-3654, or go to thenickelshopper.com for all the details, 760-646-3654. The Nickel Shopper. Coming soon to the IE.
Too many men are wimps.
Linda Gross loves men. Bet that got your attention. Linda is a men's advocate who has helped many men get their balls back. And she can help you. Her proven coaching techniques will skyrocket your confidence and boost you into action in 4 sessions or less. Stop being stupid with girls, in business, or dump a lifelong problem. Go to themensadvocate.com or email Linda info@themensadvocate.com. Mention the Poorman Show and get 15 minutes free. Also, pick up Linda's book, Mastering Women, on Amazon. Get the straight talk from the woman who knows. This may come as a surprise, but Beatles-orama is in its 15th year of keeping the Beatles alive for a new generation. If you spent any time in the 60s, or if you're smart enough to know it was the coolest era for music, you're going to love us. Just go to BeatlesOrama.com and the player should start right up. We're also available on TuneIn, iTunes, Windows Media, and more. Once you tune in, you'll be hooked. Plus, you can join our Facebook fan club and follow us on Twitter. Be sure to bookmark it. BeatlesOrama.com.
This is KCAA.
And you mean that from your heart, right, Poorman?
Absolutely. Towards Richard, I mean it from my heart. That's a great song, by the way. I like it.
Isn't that a great song?
You can always say you're sorry, and hopefully people will forgive you. Yes, Di, by the way, is not here. She's on a well-deserved vacation to North Dakota. I wouldn't make that up. It's really true. She's gone today and Monday. And somebody goes, oh, Mike from Menifee says, I feel bad for Di after you allegedly chewed her out off the air. So Di and I were over that the next day also. You know, most of the time, Di and I, we get along pretty well most of the time. And once in a while, we have a little thing, but it doesn't usually last very long. I probably get along better with her than any other partner I've ever had. Richard and I, we would scrap like crazy sometimes. We're completely different. He's been extremely successful. And by the way, hi, successful. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What do you think about the whole thing, successful? I'm sure you have some thoughts on this.
I just think it's big of you to apologize. It shows a different side of Poorman.
I know. It's just hard. I mean, is that a side people want to see, or do they want to just see me, like, slamming everybody, or what?
No, we want to see the human side of you. I think that's a great side to show.
You know, I love you. I haven't even met you in person, but you're the greatest.
She is pretty special.
Somebody wants to know, what's the update on Mike from Menifee's sex life? Dude, I'm not, like, living at Mike from Menifee's house. He actually has been texting us today. What's the update, Mike? Have you French kissed a girl for the first time in your life? This guy's 32 years old, and he's never French kissed a girl. And we offered to find him somebody and bring him into the studio. Can you guys hear like some music going on outside my window, or is it?
Yeah, we can hear it. Is that outside your window?
I wonder what's going on the streets of New York.
It's Friday afternoon. They're having a celebration, I guess.
Dude, you know what they had earlier today here? They had the U.S. women's soccer team. They had a ticker tape parade down the something of the canyons, down the Boulevard of the Canyons where all the winning teams go. So the U.S. women's soccer team has been here, and they had a big celebration for them at City Hall. That was pretty cool.
Is it hot over there?
No, is it hot there? Is it like 90?
Oh, no, the temperature's not hot at all right now. We're expecting a little bit of drizzle here. Hey, we got a couple people on the line for you, by the way.
Okay, let's do it. Oh, listen, Mike from Menifee goes to abruptly change topics. How do you feel about Omar Sharif's death? I loved him in Lawrence of Arabia. Oh, great actor. Great actor.
Yeah.
But it's been so long since he's been in anything.
I know it.
All right, who are we going to? Brett from Sacramento?
Yep. Hello, Brett.
Hey there.
Brett, we're up to 28 on Ustream. We need 30. Go, 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 go.
I just added you on my iPhone right now. I was going to say that I think a couple points. That apology was pretty good. I'm glad to hear you take care of business. I'm not a big fan of Richard Blade. I've always respected his work. I've met him once. He treated me really nice. And I just want to say the guy, I consider him a class act. He hasn't ever really attacked anybody. He's always been classy and been a good, straight guy. And one thing I did want to give him credit for was when Wally George passed away, they selected him to do the video on Wally.
Yeah, and you know what? I wanted to do it because I had been on Wally's show 5 times, but they picked Richard over me because I guess they figured he'd do a classier show, which is probably true.
I mean, I'm not a big fanboy of it, but he did a good job. And if he was a clown, I'd call him on it. But he's been a pretty good guy, and he does his thing. And there's never been a drugs or trouble. I want to give you one memory of you and him. Back in the 80s, I was sitting in my car listening to the morning show, and you and him were on the morning radio show. And he turned to you and he says, "Poor man," he goes, "What is neoprene?" And you said, "I have no idea." And he says, "Oh, that's the material your wetsuit's made out of." That's the one time I heard you two on the radio talking to each other on your morning show. I've never forgot that moment. I was getting ready to go into high school to a class, and I heard that on the radio. But to wrap it up, I think you did a good job. Richard Blade's a cool cat. I spoke to him on Facebook last night. He was good. And I think you still got talent. You got a good show. I hope you keep it going.
Thanks, Brett. I appreciate that. But by the way, before you leave, I hope a lot of people that listen to this show go to the concert that I'm going to be hosting with the 4019s in Berlin. This is going to be July 24th. It's actually 2 weeks from today. And I just got word on what the tickets are from the 4019s. They're $45 and $95. Now, it's at a winery in Temecula. It's Wien's Winery. And I've been to these things. It's basically just festival seating. You can just walk around. I promise you, I'll be buying drinks for all kinds of people. So you can have wine and beer, and I'm sure hard liquor, and it's fun to hang out at a winery outdoors and see a concert. And of course, I think we're going to be interviewing Terry Nunn of Berlin, who actually coincidentally used to be Richard's girlfriend. They were going to even get married, I think, for a while. And so Berlin's playing, and then the 4019s are a lot of fun with Chuck and John and the gang, and also Nick. So we've already got some people that listen to the show that are going to go. I hope a lot of people go. It'd be great to have a Poor Man Show contingent, and you guys can give me crap in person.
It's a lot of fun down there, by the way. It's a lot of fun. Especially when they have the balloon and wine festival, it's great down there, and you can go down there.
Oh God, Temecula's great. It's 2 weeks from today. You can go to the 4019's website and get tickets, and I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's really fun. Anybody else on the line?
Yeah, we have. Who do we have successful?
The astrologist.
Oh, Farley Malaris is on here. Yeah, and here's the number. Anybody else who wants to call? 888-909-1050 is the number. 888-909-1050. Yes, we are going to have ticket giveaways as well for this. When the 4019s come on, they will do a ticket giveaway. We're not sure how we're going to do that, so stand by for that. You can buy your tickets. You can wait for the ticket giveaways. I know we got 2 of those coming up also. Okay. Jim. Farley, what did you think? Was that good?
Jim, I've known you for 32 years. And I never laughed so hard in my life. It was like watching Saturday Night Live unfortunately, for those people that believe that was actually Richard on your show yesterday. I'm sorry, but Jim, comedy is comedy, and Saturday Night Live, as you know, in New York, makes a lot of fun of a lot of people. You made fun of Richard, and you apologized, but knowing the both of you as I do, not very close to Richard, I got to tell you, when I realized it wasn't him, you nearly killed me. I got such bad laugh cramps. I was laughing so hard. And then I actually saw people were, bashing you, like going, what happened to freedom of speech in this country? Have we totally turned into Nazi Germany where a person can't taunt or rib or, if you're in the Marines, they give you a hard time. Everyone gives you a hard time all day long, all year. And if you're on the radio and you say something bad about somebody, then everybody trashes you on the social media. But I got to tell you,
look how trashed, Farley. Look how trashed you got when we did the Daily Mail Dr. Drew snorted cocaine story, because all you did was you were honest about saying you saw him in the studio numerous times snorting lines of coke. The next thing you know, you're getting bashed by everybody.
Yeah, I'm a astrological metaphysical psychologist. I believe lying is a mortal sin. I'm 100% honest about everything. I don't give people my identity out or my age in the internet, but the truth is that I don't lie. I don't believe in lying. I don't like liars, and I take great offense to people that would ever accuse that, because, Jim, I've got a photographic memory, or I wouldn't be able to do these millions of charts. People give me their birth time, and I have to memorize their chart instantly, which I did when I was on your show. I memorized every single detail that happened when I was on Loveline.
You know what? You should tell Mark Westwood, ask him what you need to ask him. You can tell him what's going to happen to him. He's the program director of the radio station.
Mark, what's your birthday?
June 24th.
What'd you say?
June 24th.
Oh, you just happy birthday.
Thank you.
June 20th, what year?
Oh, I got to tell you that, huh?
Well, you want me to give you an honest report? It's like getting an X-ray with your clothes on. What year?
It was the year that John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Did you know that?
I know what year that is. What time?
I was born at 2:00 in the morning. Figure I'm a DJ.
If people are dumbasses, they won't know what year Kennedy was assassinated. But I was in study hall when that happened. All right, you know what, Mark? You're a hard worker. Oh my God. You're one of these guys, really detail-oriented. Even though you're a Cancer, you have a Leo moon, which gives you leadership abilities. You're a riot, very funny. You have 3 planets in Virgo. Wow, you're a workaholic, very detail-oriented. I hope your house is clean, because if it's not, then you might have missed your karma on that one. See, because you have some Gemini planets, once in a while things get chaotic for you, especially with relationships, and you're like, what the frack is going on? One day everything's fine, and then the next day it's like, what just happened? Did someone get the license plate on that girl or whatever? It just hit me. And your biggest karma, Mark, is friends and trusting people. People pretending are being your friend, and then they either disappear or stab you in the back. And also goals, accomplishment. You're very success-oriented, and what you want more than ever is to do something with your life, make a mark in your life, make a statement. And, your biggest problem is you worry too much. If you stop worrying and you go more with your gut and your heart, your life will flow so much easier. Now, does any of this make any sense to you?
It does. And 3 of the 5 rooms in my house are clean.
Okay. Now, tell me about the other 2 rooms. What the hell happened? Is that where all the trash goes?
That's where all my laundry goes, because I hate to fold laundry.
See, you only have your sun sign in Cancer. You're like the Uncola of Cancer. You're more like a Gemini Virgo, which is somebody that likes to talk a whole lot, analyze a whole lot. When you were younger, maybe judge or criticize a little bit, but you might have been raised around people that were a bit judgmental and critical, and you might have picked up a little bit on that. But the Virgo part of you wants to be clean, and the Gemini part of you just throws stuff all over the place,
That's right. It's like, what is the point of folding this piece of clothing? It's going to be unfolded again soon.
Okay, now let's talk about women. Are you dating or married?
No and no.
and you're not gay, right?
I am not. I'm dating radio because radio.
Ask that again, Farley.
You're a dating rapist. Is that what you said?
No. Oh gosh, no. I'm not a dating radio. I'm
no,
dating
your
radio
previous
right
statement,
now.
Farley.
I'm dating radio right now because of the fact that hey, I am building an FM radio station, helping Fred build 2 other FM radio stations, and then helping to manage this radio station. So
okay,
the only girl in my life is radio.
Good. That relationship looks good, and you're the best man for the job. But when it comes to women, give me a call, and I'll let you know whether yay or nay on it. Okay?
Okay. There you go.
Do you want to clarify that at all, Mark?
Yeah, I'm live on the air at 1,000 kilowatts. No.
Jim. The funnier your show is, the better it is. And when I know everybody was mad at you for yesterday's show.
Like I said, he got 3/5 of it right. Okay.
That was such brilliant comedy. Mark, you will agree that was a funny bit yesterday, right?
It was.
I don't think Mark heard it, did you?
I did. I did hear it. And I was
okay.
The whole time I'm sitting there saying to myself, is that Richard or who the heck is that? I'm not really. And then at the end, when the mistake happened, and I knew it wasn't Richard, I started laughing so hard I swear I fell off the chair, and I called Jim at 2 a.m, and I congratulate. I said, I know you're probably going to have to apologize, but it was hilarious, very funny for people that know Jim, that's for sure.
Hey, Farley, thanks for calling, buddy.
Okay, you got to go. I'll
that was
on then.
That was
good. we do. I love you, bud.
Love you, man. Take care, guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Farley Malloris. This guy, when they had the article in the Daily Mail, he was, people obviously don't want to say, hey, yeah, I snorted coke. But he came straight out and was the guy that made them do that article. So he's a good guy. He has my back. What can I say? I should have asked him for your astrological forecast successful. I forgot about that.
Yeah. That would have been interesting.
But be careful because he can ask difficult questions too. Yeah. Oh my God! I was like, oh, okay,
all right. By the way,
whatever.
Coming up at 3, it's the Trevor's Happy Hour show, and maybe what we'll do, we'll put Trevor on when he gets into the studio with Lyle and Leslie, and kind of cruise into it.
They're here, but they went next door for Chinese food, which is like Trevor's like his routine now. He walks to the station, says hello to everybody. You might have heard that in the background. And then he goes next door to this Asian place called Mr. Yu's that is just wonderful. Great food.
Yeah, and then he fills up his cup with ice and then has that mystery juice in his cup.
Probably. I should give him a pee test.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'd pass that for sure.
Trevor loves to have that mystery juice.
We could call up Mr. Hughes and tell him to come over here.
Yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, anybody else who wants to call in, 888-909-1050. I'll take anybody's call today. We don't have any more commercials, 888-909-1050. And then
you have a CD thing, remember? Huh? Remember you have a CD thing, the CD seller?
Okay, yesterday I ran into a guy in New York. He hangs out on Broadway, and this guy... Oh, Mark, you're getting hammered here on my on my texts.
Oh, am I? Well,
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Go for it.
So was Farley, for that matter.
Bring it on. I'm tough.
You know, I've got an issue with is Ken Shamus. Can somebody tell Ken Shamus to shut his freaking mouth? All right,
Shut
Ken,
your
look, you're
freaking
still my
mouth.
friend on Facebook, but I'm going to block you. Quit criticizing me every 5 seconds. You are now I'm going to get hurtful again, so I'm not going to go there. Today's a happy day.
Happy Friday.
But I just get, I remember I brought you into my gig and let you take pictures, and then somehow now you have a big hard-on for the poor man. So it's annoying, dude. Stop it. Either stop it or else I'm going to block you, so I won't have to see it anymore. So one more comment, you will be gone. I will put you on indefinite vacation. Okay, yeah. So there's this guy who. This is the deal in New York. He sells CDs on the street. I guess that happens in Southern California too, right?
Yeah, we got it down. Yeah, especially down in West Hollywood. Yeah, down there.
Yeah, so people try to do that. The thing is here, you can't have like a boom box to even play the music. So this guy, I've seen him for nearly 4 years trying to sell his CDs on the street all the time. And I'm thinking to myself, why would this guy do this? Because you cannot even hear the music. I mean, why would I want to pay some money and buy a CD that I had never heard? So yesterday, for some reason, I thought, you know what? I'm going to interview this guy because I keep seeing him, and he was talking to me. And so this is an interview with him. And when we're done, I'm going to actually play you a song. But here's from the guy. Here is this guy for 3.5, 4 years, every day, is on the streets of New York, unable to play amplified music, trying to sell a CD of his own music. And so it's going to sound real New York, but here we go. Okay, this guy on Broadway, I've seen him for 4 years. He's a rap artist, and he has DVDs or CDs of his music. It's against the law in New York to actually get a boombox and amplify the music. So he tries to sell these things for $10 each to people who don't even get to hear the music. Hey, man, I actually have a radio show. I got to interview you. I was just thinking about that. Yeah, I've seen you for 4 years. I've lived here for 4 years. I've seen you out here almost every day with your music, these CDs. Nobody can hear it. And yet you're trying to sell it to people for what, $10 a CD?
5, 10, 23. It depends on the person and what they're willing to do, and also the interaction.
I mean, what's your name, by the way?
My name is Joel McDonald, JoelMcDonald, and I'm a singer-songwriter.
And is that your name as an artist too?
Yeah, that's my name, Joel McDonald, aka Joel Mac. My website is joelmac.com. Some people, when I first started doing the CD promotion on the street, people were more interested. As time goes by,
How many years have you been doing it?
About 5 on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we walk up to somebody? I want to have people hear your routine because I see you do it all the time. I thought, I got to give this guy some love.
Well, some people don't give me the opportunity. Many people are turned off because they've had bad experiences with other people promoting their CDs on the street.
But you just walk up to people all the time that don't even know you. You're wearing a New York Yankees hat now from the World Series, and when did they win it? 2009?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
But what I do...
Back to the Future T-shirt and shorts.
Well, that's a description of my outfit today, but I do walk. Actually, what I do is I stand and as people pass me. However, I am ready to respect their answer. Because if I was walking down the street and somebody tried to sell me something, I wouldn't want them to force it on me. So my main thing is to respect someone's request. Like, I want people to hear my music, but I want them to really want to hear it.
Let's go up to somebody. I just want to hear what you tell them, if that's okay with you.
All right. I mean, I say, check out my music. Good afternoon. Check out some original music. Singer-songwriter.
He walked right by.
Yeah, people do that, but people have a right to do that.
Of course.
So
do it to somebody else. Here's a woman with a baby.
Well, she's not gonna. Usually, I see if they take the CD, then I talk about what the CD is. But people that don't show an interest, you let them be because they're busy doing whatever they're doing.
Keep going here.
He's like, yeah, keep going. She got one from me. Thank you.
You got one from him?
Yes, I did.
I'm doing a radio thing. Tell it what got you to stop and get his music and what you think of it.
I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm hoping that it's awesome.
Did you just get it today?
Yes, I did.
How much did you pay for it?
I gave him $2. That's all I had on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool though. Was that your only sale today?
No. No, well, like I said.
Okay, keep going. Let's hear it.
No, because I don't want to go through this long routine about it. I just wanted to make a statement that it depends on the person and their interaction.
Right.
I want 10 for my CDs. Some people give 20. Some like she stopped. She dug through her bag. So it was like, okay, she really wants a CD. So for $2, fine. Some people they give 10. Some give 5. Some give 7. Some give 20. I've even gotten hundreds. But at the end of the day, it's hard to really explain something.
Here, how about if I buy one for me for $3? How's that?
Why not?
All right.
You're up in the ante from her.
Right.
But at least if you play it.
Yeah, I will. I'll put it on my radio show.
Yeah, you could play something.
Okay, here we go. And this
Thank you.
Okay, it's called Joel McDonald Only Love. It's got your phone number on there too.
My phone number, my website, and my email. We're not hiding.
All right, and there's 14 tracks on
14
there.
original songs. Yeah,
Okay.
those are my original
Okay,
songs.
I'm called Poorman.
Okay.
Just go, if you Google Radio Poorman, you'll find some interesting stuff on
I will
me.
check it out. All right, I'll definitely check it out.
Okay, cool.
I thank you for the support and I thank you for the interest. Send me an email so I can email you back because I have other things that I want to discuss.
All right.
Outside of the
How long's
street
this
thing.
CD been out for?
2 years.
Okay. Well, keep at it, Joe.
Thank you, Poorman.
Joel Mack, right?
Joel McDonald, aka Joel Mack.
All right.
And this is live from Soho on the Poorman Show.
Awesome. Gotta love it. And you know what too? He actually the song we're gonna play. Trevor, are you in the studio?
I'm here.
Trevor!
Hey, Poorman! And Leslie's here too. She drove us in.
Leslie, how are you? Good. Hi.
Can you hear Leslie?
No, I can't hear her at all.
Here, hold on.
And I can't hear Lyle. How's Lyle doing too?
Lyle's back there eating. I don't know what he's doing. He's eating Chinese food or something.
Oh, okay. Are you drinking your magic juice?
Okay, we're in now.
Okay. Hi, Leslie.
Hello, how are you?
Good. I'm great now that I'm talking to you.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, I want to play. Okay, that guy who I just interviewed on the streets, he's been selling this CD. It's Joel Mack Records, and it's Joel, Joel, Mac.com. And I dare somebody to actually call him up and tell him you heard him on the radio. Somebody call this guy in New York. He'll probably flip out. Here's his phone number, 347-371-2151. And actually, maybe we should call him up in the studio, Mark, and see if he answers. What do you think?
Poorman.
Yes.
Leslie's calling right now.
Oh, is she really?
On her cell phone.
Okay, it's 347-371-2151. Okay, I'm going to play his song. Believe it or not, he has a song called I'm Sorry, which is sort of the theme of this entire show today. So let's play a little of it, then I want to get your reaction to the song. Here is Joel Mack, the guy who sells CDs on the streets of New York on Broadway, and I'm Sorry.
You say you're sorry, and I know you're really sorry. Don't be sorry again. You say you're sorry, and I know you're really sorry. Don't be sorry again, or you'll be sorry. You'll be sorry. You'll be sorry. You'll be sorry. You say you love me, and I know you really love me until the end. You say you love me, and I know you really love me. You're my friend. Love me. Love me.
Are we on the air?
You are indeed.
What do you think, Trevor?
Great. And Leslie's on the line right now saying we heard it on the Poorman Show.
Is he on the air? Is he on with her right now?
No, she left a message.
Okay, yeah, I guess we got the voicemail. All right, so what does everybody else think? People call in right now on the request line, 888-909-1050. Tell us what you think of this song by the guy who I bought this CD from for $3 off the street. 888-909-1050. Are you calling it, Mark?
I am indeed.
Okay, we're going to call him live on the air. 888-909-1050.
Now we got to tell him he's live on the air.
Sorry you ever recorded the song.
We got to tell him he's live on the air.
Yeah. Guy he's probably trying to sell the CD to people right now.
Half of Southern California is calling him because he just put his numbers on the air.
This guy, I'm giving him more airtime than I give my sponsors.
Oh, it's rough. It's not picking the phone up. Oh, well.
He's probably on the street.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Please leave your message for
Joe McDonald.
Go ahead, Poorman.
Okay. Hey, Joel Mack, this is Poorman, the guy who bought the CD for $3 from you yesterday. You're actually on the radio with Trevor. He's doing Trevor's Happy Hour in a minute. Say hi, Trevor.
Hi.
And Mark Westwood and Leslie and a bunch of people.
Hey, we loved it. Everybody applaud. Yay!
Yay!
So there you go. Next time I see you, you owe me $100 for the plug. All right. See you on the streets, bro. Okay, so, yeah, you can hang up on him now. So now we're going to get to the brutal finish of the show because when nobody calls, when I give out the numbers, it means that we're just talking to ourselves and nobody's listening. Nobody's calling, are they, Mark?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment.
Okay, so
They're
we're going
mesmerized.
to have this show come to a crashing halt here.
I
unless
disagree.
we get some calls.
I disagree.
Why do you disagree?
Because you and I are going to banter a little bit. Let's do it.
All right. What are we going to banter about?
You started. You're the professional.
Oh, okay. I'm the professional. All right, so Trevor, do you feel you do a better show than I do?
Oh, my God.
No, I learned from the...
Yes, he does.
I learned from the best.
Yes, he does. Leslie, on the way up, I bet he says that he's... You know, I can tell by the way he talks. He thinks he's better. I think he is.
I don't think those words ever actually came out of his mouth.
Yeah. But if we don't get any calls, we're going to have a brutal ending this show. 888-909-1050. Because, honestly, I don't even want to be on the radio if I can't get people to call a radio show. And everybody gives excuses, this, that, or the next thing. The only thing I know is in this 1 hour, if I've done it for 6 months and I'm not getting any calls, nobody's listening.
Well, someone just called not too long ago, and they said they're at work and they really couldn't talk. So a lot of
Yeah,
people...
but that's like, you know, doing a club night. And nobody shows up and, oh, there's a concert tonight or there's, you know, something going on. It's terrible. It's terrible. Nobody's listening. Prove you're listening. Just call up 888-909-1050. If you don't call, it's a joke.
888-909-1050.
Yeah, we gave it out 20 times. It's just, it's sickening.
Maybe they'll call if I say it.
Yeah, you try it.
888-909-1050. This is Trevor. Call in. Kcaa.
Yeah, by the way, the guy who's texting me, you're the only person texting now. How many do we have on Ustream? Are we back down to 15? What do we have on Ustream? Terrible. Horrible.
We got a call.
Horrible.
We have a caller.
Oh, wow, one call.
One call. Yes, we do.
Can we get 3 calls? I'll take everybody. We got, 4 minutes left, Trev? So what's on the show today, by the way?
We got 2 calls now.
We're got 2 calls.
We got 3 calls.
People are listening. 3 calls. All right. Who's the other one?
Okay, who do we have? One has to be Radio Hindenburg, right?
You know, and your favorite...
Who?
Huntington Henry. I'm at the beach. I'm just getting ready to go on the water. I thought the song sounded good. One question I have for you, Mark, is the audio was good there. Is that because you know how to pull the meters down a little bit?
We got to go. The guy with the CD is on.
Oh, the guy with the CD is calling in?
All right, yes.
Oh, wow.
He's
We're
here.
at 25. We had a horrible Ustream day.
All right, he's there. Say
hello.
Hey, is that you, Joel Mack?
Hold on 1 second. Who's calling?
Joe Mack.
Joel Mack.
We're channeling Joel.
What was our high on Ustream? Did we get up to 30 today?
Oh, here's Joel.
Joel, are you there?
Oh, yeah. He's kind of faint, but we're trying.
Yeah, we can't hear him at all, huh?
I can't hardly hear him, but let me...
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
You're
this
on the
is Neil
radio, bro.
Neil Rocco here.
Who is that Henry again?
No, Neil Rocco.
Neil Rocco.
Neil Rocco.
How you
Where
doing?
Hey, good. Where are you calling from?
I'm right over the hill over in Moreno Valley.
Fantastic. Thanks for listening to the station, buddy.
Hey, I just want to say, why are you guys getting so excited about that guy's one song?
We're just asking your reaction to it.
It was okay. I mean, not much was happening in it. It sounds like he's influenced by Marvin Gaye, but not much was going on.
Yeah, I think his influence is Marvin Gaye.
What's that?
I think that is his influence, actually.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just one song, but I mean, so you just wanted to get people's reaction to it?
Yeah, you don't have to like it. Just let him know.
Well, there was only one song. Maybe the other ones are better.
Yeah. If you want, I'll charge you $5 for my CD so I can make $2 profit.
Hey, Trevor's got
something. You know
something.
what? I'm right now trying to get that 2 vinyl free sticky fingers that I bought at Target the other day, and I still haven't been able to get that thing to work.
Okay, we've got about a minute here.
Okay, we got a minute left. Thanks for your call, buddy. So, Trev, real quickly, what's on your show today?
It's a secret, but I'll mention this: show tunes and heavy metal.
Oh, I know. I heard that. And Pat Matthews helped you put that together, right?
Right. So if you like show tunes, tune in the first half, heavy metal second half.
Somebody goes, phones are constantly busy and I can't call in. Are there people on the phones right now, Mark?
Just got another one.
They are. But we got to run.
Oh, this is it.
This is it.
Oh, all right.
One more time.
Trevor, it is great to have you on. I'm on live, passing the baton to you, the best broadcaster in the history of KCAA. Trevor's Happy Hour with Lyle and Leslie coming up next.
This is KCAA Loma Linda, the station that leaves no listener behind. CNBC News is next, a courtesy of buysellmakeoffer.com.
Day on Wall Street, the Dow soaring 21 points higher. The Nasdaq was up 75. That's as Greece appears closer than ever to securing a deal for billions in new bailout loans. Federal Reserve Chair Janet Yellen says a hike in benchmark interest rates is coming sometime this year, but she noted the U.S. economic outlook is murky due to headwinds like weakness in the job market, super low inflation, and struggling economies overseas, meaning Greece closer than ever to securing a deal for new bailout loans with credit.